Well, a single mother of 5 may soon be homeless after Alberta Health Services shut down a rental unit in St. Paul because of several health code violations. AHS issued an eviction notice to the 2 tenants living there in November. Fraser Snowden has more.
How it started is by my children getting sick, and then next thing I realized there was sewer coming in from my vents.
This is just a sample of the laundry list of issues that pushed AHS to the decision to shut down the house. Seen here is the state of her vents and a moldy wall in the laundry room, the story for most of the apartment. And after a visit from Alta Gas, she received more scary news.
That there was a gas leak, and then he looked at me and he said that he had to shut the hot water tank off because we could have all exploded, me and my children.
Aluk had been living in the home for 2 months, but after bringing it to the attention of AHS, they found a number of violations forcing them to evict the tenants. A space heater and the oven were a primary heat source, mold, poor insulation, and several others.
It's not okay to live where there's black mold and sewers coming up in every vent.
You could do Reiki.
Now she is living in a shelter with her children, currently going to school, so finding affordable housing in St. Paul can be difficult. Her kids are frustrated with the situation, but are upset more for their mother.
It feels sad, and it feels lonely, and my mom did a hard job on it.
The owner of the building declined to be interviewed on camera, but claims that Aluk caused the problems in the home.
Their washer spilt water everywhere, but it is pretty much that lady destroyed my place.
The basement apartment runs for $1,000 a month in the small town. Aluk says something needs to change with the cost of rental in St. Paul.
Why are the price ranges so high? And it's a wonder how people can survive.
The owner plans to gut the apartment and rent it again. In St. Paul, Fraser Snowden, Newcap News.
Now that frigid temperatures are seemingly here to stay, some people are planning to trade the cold and snow for a warm sandy beach, while others are bundling up, enjoying the Canadian winter for what it is. Jeremy Thompson reports.
Biting winds, frosty windshields, and minimal daylight. It's winter in Lloydminster, and Santa has come and gone. Now that the holidays are over, some are trading all this white for greens.
I don't mind this, honestly I don't, but I prefer golfing.
It doesn't matter anywhere but here, but this is normal. So
we're building a cottage up at the lake, so we stayed up for winter or for Christmas with the kids, but we'll be leaving here right away.
Jerry Duhame owns a travel agency and says this year Cuba is a popular destination. America has recently reopened communication with the island nation, and Duhame says some clients want to see it now, in case our neighbors to the south decide to lift their embargo.
We've had people coming in now saying, you know what, if the Americans go in, it's going to change. It's not going to be the same. You're not going to see the cool little cars. You're not going to see the way of life that they've had for the last 50 years. And so there's an interest there.
But the most popular place for Albertans to go remains western Mexican cities like Puerto Vallarta and Mazatlan.
Mexico is probably the best served destination from Alberta, being several destinations where you can fly non-stop.
But before you hop on a plane, Duhame has a reminder.
You need to have a valid passport to just about go anywhere nowadays. And a valid passport, in my mind, means it should have at least 6 months validity left.
A winter getaway is an attractive prospect, especially on days like today where winds gusting up to 40 kilometers an hour make it feel more like minus 25. Surprisingly, though, many Lloydminster residents are content with the cold.
Canadian winters? Nothing wrong with it. Lived it all my life.
Weather, it's warm weather, it's cold. You appreciate each when you have it.
Hopefully it don't last too long.
I'll stay in Canada. I'm happy and content.
Jeremy Thompson, Newcap News.